Okay, today we're going to look at the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, or SNES for short. This is a 4th generation console released on November the 21st, 1990 in Japan. This console didn't arrive in North America until September 1991 and finally in Europe on April the 11th, 1992. Over 49 million of these consoles were sold, with the best-selling game being Super Mario World, with over 20 million of them sold, closely followed by Donkey Kong. Online services for this console included Satellaview in Japan, which was a system where you could get games over satellite radio connection, and X-Band in North America, which was a modem-based service. The console was eventually replaced by the Nintendo 64 in 1996, and one unique thing about this console is it had a Mode 7 chip, which allowed it to sort of be one of the first to recreate 3D games. Although they weren't strictly 3D, they had a 3D look about them. So let's have a look at this console and its controller. Okay, if we take the controller out, we'll have a quick look at the console itself first. Now, this particular one is a PAL version, a European version, which I may be biased because I'm European, but I do think this is a lot better looking than the sort of ugly angular thing that is sold in America. But that may be just my bias. Okay, let's start at the front here. On the front we got two proprietary holes for the connectors for the controllers. Side we've got nothing. On the back we've got an AV out, which is nice because that means I can put on AV1. A traditional RF out and a 9-volt AC adapter. Nothing spectacular on the bottom. You've got the usual extension slot, which as far as I know was not used by anything. You may know difference. If you do, please let me know. This is a 1992 European version. Show focus. There we go. Okay, that's the details on that. On the top, it's very simple. We've got the slot, the expansion unit for the cartridge to go in, and the power slot, slider, the eject button, and a reset button. So that's the console itself. It's very nice. One of my favourites of all time. And I'm not just saying that because people may think that because he played with that as a kid. Well, actually I didn't. When I was younger, I only ever saw one of these in my whole gaming life as a child. I only ever saw one game being played on one of these, because when I was young everybody had Mega Drives. There's still Commodore 64s around, and most of the British kids I knew were on the Amigas, the Amiga 500 and later the Amiga 1200. These were not common where I lived anyway. So let's have a look at the controller. Thought of as perhaps one of the best controllers ever. This is the Super Nintendo controller. I believe this is the same in North America, no matter where you go. Nice and rounded. Unlike its predecessor on the NES, this has got nice rounded edges so it doesn't hurt you. Got a traditional D-pad, which is quite nicely weighted. A select and start, which are all angled towards the thumb, the right hand thumb, and the traditional 4 buttons. On the back, not much detail. There we go. And that's connected via a proprietary connector there. Okay, so that's the console itself. It was very popular, very successful. It's one of my favourites of all time because you've got games like Mario on it and Firefox. They're all light-hearted games, very well done. You don't find bugs in them, not usually. And yes, I do like this. So let's have a quick look at some games before we go.